because you're Korean American, you live in Los Angeles, you were the Female Entrepreneur of the Year for Nu Skin in the U.S., correct?
Yes.
Tina Lee?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us a little about that fantastic story. Whatever language you would like.
오케이. 저의 이름은 엘리자베스고요. LA에서 사업하고 있습니다.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth E. from Los Angeles, California.
저는 전업주부였고 제가 47살 때 아들의 학비를 도우려 누스킨 사업을 시작하게 되었습니다.
I was an ordinary homemaker and I started Nu Skin business at the age of 47 to support my son's tuition.
저는 특별한 날리지가 없었고 많은 잡을 보았지만 일자리를 찾을 수 없었습니다.
I didn't have any skills, so I was trying to look for a job, but nobody hired me.
그래서 그 다음으로는 스몰 비즈니스를 보기 시작하였습니다.
So then my husband and I started to look for a small businesses.
그럴 때 그것을 찾을 수 없었고 정말 간절한 마음으로 뉴스킨 사업을 시작하게 되었습니다.
So searching for small businesses, at the end of the escrow, it always breaks. So we decide to do the business with the earnest heart.
제가 초창기에 뉴스킨 사업을 시작했을 때 좋은 학생이 좋은 리더가 된다는 그런 이야기를 듣고 저는 좋은 학생이 되려고 열심히 노력하였습니다.
In the beginning, I heard a seminar, and from the seminar, they said, a good student become a good leader. So there wasn't anything that I can do well. I decided to become a good student to be a coachable person.
그리고 제가 처음 티멜리트 유니버시티를 오게 되었을 때 어떤 리더를 통해 1000번의 갈바닉 데모와 48번의 티멜리트 유니버시티의 교육을 참석하였을 때 그분이 티멜리트가 되었다고 했고 저는 그때 그것을 하기로 결심했습니다.
When I came to the Timalit University for the first time, I heard from one of the top leaders that he became a Timalit by doing 1,000 times of galvanic demonstration and coming to Timalit University for 48 times continuously. So I decided in my mind that I can do that.
그리고 저는 365번의 갈바닉 데모를 했을 때 티멜리트가 되었고 지금 59번째로 티멜리트 유니버시티를 쉬지 않고 파트너들과 함께 다니고 있습니다.
So I became Timalit when I did about 365 times of galvanic demonstration, and until now it becomes about 59 times of coming to Utah with my partners continuously.
그 후 저는 2008년도 티멜리트 출입을 통해 저의 Y가 바뀌게 되었습니다.
After 2008 Timalit trip, my reason for doing Nu Skin changed from only for my son's tuition to some other reason.
진정한 성공은 저 혼자의 성공이 아니라 파트너들이 함께 성공해야 된다는 것을 깨닫고 지금 저희는 함께 열심히 가고 있습니다.
I realized that the true success is not only myself becoming successful, but all the partners in my organization becoming successful together. So I am striving to support them and growing together as a team to help them to become successful.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Very nicely done. Congratulations on that award. Roz Hobbs, you've got an interesting story. You've been through some interesting challenges, and why don't you share some of that? Now, talking about couples, you've been married as long as I've known you to what was an active fire chief, captain, and And then as he retired, he was always supportive, but he was always in a secondary role. I mean, he had a significant job, and he was very good at it. He's now retired, and we've been supportive, but you've been the lead on that. So tell us how that worked and continues to work.
Yeah, it works real good, actually, even if he is retired. But, I learned about 18 years ago from a great friend and coach and mentor of mine, Jan Anderson, that, even if your spouse wasn't doing the business with you, as long as they were supportive, that was good enough. And that was a lesson I needed to learn real early, because I just felt like I felt like I needed him to be doing what I'm doing. But the bottom line is that this was something that I wanted to do. And I actually used to be really, really shy. I mean, I didn't talk to people. I didn't want to talk to people. I was in my own little world. And with my friends, I was fine, but I wasn't like an out there kind of person. But when I decided that I wanted to be successful in this industry, I just made a decision, like we've heard already, is just to go after it. And my husband, Lindsay's been retired for 5 years now. And he has been incredibly supportive all along. I mean, even to this day, he probably really doesn't have a clue about network marketing, and he doesn't understand really why my check is what it is, but that's okay. But he's was very busy before, and so he was supportive more just in a mental way and to be there for me all the time. Now, I mean, he does the cooking, he does the shopping of groceries, I mean, he does all of the shopping. So when we decide that I need a new car, well, he just goes out there and shops for a new car. And, many of you know that we are in St. George part-time, and we just moved into our brand new home, which we built. And, he's just out there shopping. I mean, I don't have to worry about that. I mean, it's like, okay, we need ATVs, and we need new toys, and we need this, we need that, and he just goes out there and does his thing. This is what this business brings. And so as much as there's been sacrifices along the way, as far as our time goes, I mean, I go on Team Elite trips. Some of them he's been on. Some of them he hasn't been. The next one he won't be. I'm here, and he's okay being back home. But when I go home, dinner will be ready. I mean, there'll be groceries in the fridge. I mean, I don't need to worry about all of that. So it really does change my perspective on sort of what does support really mean, and what is it that we actually need to build our business. And really, I just think it's, making a decision that you're going to decide what your destiny is going to be and then going after it. And with the Olympics right now, it just has me thinking about the sacrifices that I have made. And I mean, I had the opportunity to be an Olympic level referee in judo. And that was a decision that I made way back when I started to build my Nu Skin business, because it was, do I go down that path? And I could be the best referee in the world and still not go to the Olympics. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Or I could build my Nu Skin business and totally be in control of my destiny, in what my life would look like, what my husband and I, Lindsay and I's life would look like, and that we could have this incredible dream. I mean, our home, to me, it's still so surreal. It's almost like, I can't believe we have this. Like, it's so exciting. And yet, Lindsay's been such a big part of this, and yet he's a behind-the-scenes guy. He doesn't like a lot of attention, doesn't want pictures taken, all that stuff. And I'm just doing my thing, but he's there, holding my hand, supporting me, doing all of those other things that really allows me to build my business the way I want to build it. And so it has been a real learning process for me on really what do I want support to look like. And I think if we can be clear on that, I think we can, build our business, and the things that we think are important maybe really aren't that important in our success and moving forward. Terrific. It's been awesome.
That's terrific. And try to ignore all the stuff you said about what Lindsay does around the house. All right, the lovely Diana Zisselman, who is married to Jeff. Is Jeff in the audience? I saw him earlier. Behind stage. Okay, great. Slightly different situations. So you married a tiger, guy who was high-powered in the financial world and legal world. Terrific guy. And next thing you know, he's doing Nu Skin, and
First of all, I thought I was here to translate for the Canadian because I saw the other women on the list. I'm like, I don't belong in there enough. So you did it in English. But
Very good.
I'm gonna roll today. So when Jeff started the business, I was in the position where I didn't need to work because Jeff provided a great living. And I had come from a corporate background where I worked for Pfizer Pharmaceutical, and then I ran the Western States for a home health company. And I was told by the CEO, who was my direct boss, I was the most talented person in the company, which felt really good. And 6 months later, they were looking to be acquired, and I was told I was the biggest line item, and I would have to go. So my love affair with corporate America was dashed. I'd given a lot to that company, and it really broke my heart. But I had the opportunity to do some business coaching, and I had always been in a role of leadership, assigned. And when Jeff started this business, I was skeptical. I thought I didn't like network marketing, and so I came just to check out the company. I was impressed by the science. I was blown away by the executive team, and I was amazed by the people. But it felt like Jeff already had all these friends in the business. We just started, and he'll talk to anybody. And I felt like I didn't have any friends. I felt really lonely. I would come to these events and be like, I don't know anyone. I'm shy. And I didn't feel comfortable at first. I just felt like I was kind of alone. And after a while, I'd go to event after event, and the problem was that I wanted to be in the business too. I didn't want to be back at home. But Jeff's skills were getting better and better. And mine, by staying the same, looked like they were getting worse and worse. And it made me feel like I was never going to get good at it. And I was striving for perfection before I actually did anything. I always thought if it's not an A+, I've failed the class and I should just go home. So I was like, until it's an A, I can't do it. I can't do it. And we had the opportunity to MC an event with Matt and Risa Salter in the Bay Area. And I was shaking. I was absolutely shaking. I've taught classes bigger than this, and I was shaking at a Nu Skin event. And Risa Salter looked me in the eye and said, I wish Jeff would just do this. And she said, they need to hear you. And I looked around and thought, there's not a lot of feminine leaders in this business. There's not a lot of the big leaders that are female. And it meant so much to me to hear that. And I look at all of the people in this room and I know someone needs to hear you. You can't be another Jeff Mack, another Nathan Ricks. We're not looking for that. I'm looking for sponsoring one of those, but we don't need that in our business. They're there.
Right.
But we do need you. We need different voices. We need different colors. We need different backgrounds. We need people who are shy, because when Jeffrey Lee said, I was shy when I started this business, and he's an unbelievably successful team lead, I thought, oh, I guess anyone can do this. And again, you'll hear over and over, it's the person you become along the way. And the opportunity that my husband and I have had to grow through this journey, because once I started stepping into leadership, then we had to have little battles about who was going to say what and how the call was going to go, and he can fly by the seat of his pants, and I need to think through things because I don't think in an organized manner. So I need to have bullet points and really find myself thinking. I need to organize myself. And we've learned to balance those two ways of doing business so that we both are effective. And I just want to leave you with, somebody needs to hear you. So please don't sit in the back. Don't not speak. Don't think you don't matter, because there is someone that needs to hear your voice.
And a big commitment recently, you have committed to really building in Vietnam. And so you're there like how many weeks out of a month or months out of a year?
We're only here for Success Summit and other Nu Skin events, so we're there full time. And they don't hear my voice a lot because I don't speak Vietnamese. So I'm a little spoiled because I get a translator and you can actually think when they're talking. So it's good for me to organize with.
Great job that you and Jeff are doing it. Thanks for sharing today. Emily, so besides translating, tell us a little about yourself. You're a Blue Diamond, is that
Yes.
right? And you live where?
Torrance, California.
Really?
Yes.
You ever get over to my beach? Manhattan Beach?
Manhattan Beach.
Yeah. And how long have you been in the business?
About 7 years.
Wow. How long to from zero to Blue Diamond?
I would say 7 years.
7 years? Okay, it's a good number. Tell us a little bit about your experience and what's unique about your success.
Okay. Like I said, I'm Anna Lee from Torrance, California. It's my honor and privilege to speak here today. About 7 years ago, I met Nu Skin through Pharmanex product by my friend's recommendation. At the time, I was struggling with multiple complications from 2 cancers and 4 surgeries. So it was really hard for me to cope, day to day with my small 2 children, struggling every day. And after taking Pharmanex products diligently for 6 months, my cancer count went down to almost 0. So I don't have to do radiation anymore. So I thank God for sending these Pharmanex products to my life and also for the Pharmanex company. Ever grateful to them. And because of my tremendous product experience, I was able to share very naturally. So I started business without knowing that I was doing business. However, it took a while for me to see the value of Nu Skin business to commit myself as a leader. And I heard a lot about plugging into system leads to success. So I decided to commit myself to come to all the corporate events. Try to apply System 7, and one of them that impacted me the most is listening to General's calls every morning. That impacted me the most, and also I cannot thank enough to OTG and all the leaders who spent tirelessly their times to share their experience and knowledge to all the Nu Skin distributors. It was a means for me to maintain my energy level and passion in order to continue the business. The best part about Nu Skin is the personal growth in the process of developing this business. Because of my health, condition, I became very passive and got used to dwelling in a comfort zone and afraid of going out of comfort zone because by stretching myself, I feel like I might lose my health again. So that is always in there. But through Nu Skin business, I was able to stretch myself by taking risks and obstacles no matter what, because not for myself, but because I'm building the team, so for my team as well. So, for the team, I had to do it. So, in many times, I felt I am inadequate as a leader coming from no experience of business or mindset or skill set training. But I had to take challenges and overcome, like I said, because of my team members, because they are looking up to me. So I have to make it no matter what. And I have to follow through so they will know that they can do it. If as an ordinary housewife, if I can do it, they can do it. And I remember the founding distributor, Clara McDermott, she said, Nu Skin business is like raising family, just like raising family. I truly believe that. So I continue to strive to become a good supporter and nurturer to build my team and for their success. And if I can do it, what I would like to tell you, and you can do it, and we all can do it together with System 7. One team, one dream, one vision.